sweetest nothing. Split my tongue, use the sharp end of your heart. Watch my blood, my I love yous fall against your chest. Stain your shirt, brown and red, stain where my heart should be. Fill the hole with alcohol, an old friend, family member nobody wanted. Infected, tongue burns on contact. Get me away from my body, this body you held, this body you said you loved. Emptied, hollowed, sweet nothing on the wind, just that. Nothing tastes so sweet. Scent of coconut and cheap cologne. Pour another glass of I'll be all right. Courage, phony. Help me press on this broken body. Even I have trouble loving sometimes. Why? Why would you love me any less? Thank you. So I have to say, here we go. Yeah. These things. I have to say thanks to the Loft Literary Center for making this amazing program. It's been such a wonderful and joyous experience to have this sense of community and to be moved by other writers. I'm so excited for all of the other mentees. You're all going to do amazing, wonderful things, and I'm just so overjoyed for each of you. The mentors have been so inspiring, and I'm just constantly moved by their willingness to be there and to be a part of the growth of all of these emerging writers and these people who are just trying to find their voices, and I feel so honored to be a part of that. And then I have to give a few thanks to Lynette Rainey Grandel and Venus DeMars. They are over there. Hello. Mentors themselves in my life, sages, people who have just supported me. I definitely wouldn't be right here without their help. My best friend, Sasha Suarez, a sister to me. Thank you for listening to me over and over and over and over again. Many times over a margarita. And then thanks to my mother. She couldn't be here tonight because she wasn't feeling well. Yeah. This piece is called In Dreams Absence. Thin layer of soot covering bone, skin puckered, crumbling brick, well of hope ablaze, no mercy, flame like a whip, chain hot red, pit of fire, dreams to ash, ash to dust, wind an unkind bystander. My tongue is poison. Speak not of dreams, not of desire, lost lest flesh give way to blister, bud to bomb, lash against hope. No water, no well, saliva boils, acidic, evaporates. Death has an odd flavor, not candy nor animal. Speak not of dreams, searing throat. Gravity is cruel. Holds me to the bottom of a charred well, laughs at dreams, breaks my legs if I fall through a crack, kills me if I walk from the edge of a cliff, keeps the cinder block fixed to the bottom of an ocean. No wave will hear my death song. My tongue sings for no one. My melody is an aria. Send off for a well of fire. Music has no place in hell, no purpose in a nightmare. Cruel gravity spins, burning dervish, a final waltz over graves of brimstone, mercy cloaked in maggots and silk. From the field. With the barrel of a gun, you have drawn a line in the soil and told us to stay on our side. We are merely creatures of the dirt to you. From us you have taken food and shelter, water and dignity. Our children swallow thorns and pride is hanging from a broken tooth. Our seeds desire earth's careful nourishment, yet you keep us hollow and deprived, stripped of that which makes us human, makes us holy. We are less than worthy beings in your eyes. We are composed of rust, of bombs and needles, broken glass and landmines. You toss hand grenades and beer cans on our side of the field and cry filth when we don't clean. When we do, you toss more our way and expect us to pick off any meat left after you feast. Scraps of dignity you leave behind in corroding piles. But dirt is never static. It can be moved. And lines drawn by the barrel of a gun can be blown away by a simple breath from an unexpected direction. So we, these so-called creatures of the dirt, will fill our lungs with neon. We will fill our lungs with the breath of a revolution and exhale. What the poet heard. 1. Infinite sadness, hollow of a poet's hands, keys to a universe, keys rusted brown, scent of iron stain the fingers, taste of iron coat the tongue, sacred baptism, a poet's hands, keys to a nightmare, door shaped from neon, window of flame, cracks on concrete filled with ants, filled with screams, a burning tongue tastes blood, the poet's tongue tastes color, water, describe the transition, the long silence of death. 2. The sound of feathers falling, the sound of lightning before it strikes, the sound of love as it turns rancid, a poet's pen, ink, pool of blood, point stained red, ragged, gather crystal water in the hollows, watch it evaporate. Dream of trees, single dream shivering in the woods. What sound does it mutter? What sound does the poet hear? Song of broken glass, what note will each shard hit? Each shard fallen soldier, comrade down. Glisten in winter sun, false hope, mirage of water, the poet's empty lungs. 3. Sadness. Infinite, blue call of nothing, catalyst for a spray of written bullets, catalyst for an act of war, act of love, death, the final act, the final line of a stanza lost to dust, sonnet maimed, worldly decay, writer, traveler, transient heart fed from a well, faulty baptism, salt against cracking lips, where a knife goes in, ink pours out, black waves, ocean of black velvet, crushed, smashed between greedy fingers, collected in the hollow of a poet's hands. This poem is called About the Bells. Tell me about the bells. Tell me about the chimes. Tell me about the flies on the wall, willows that bent in the rain, the sound of sleeping silenced by thunder. Tell me about gas leaking from a rusted pipe. Tell me about the mission you failed, a shelter that couldn't hold your rage. Tell me about the clock with no hours, no hands to pray. Tell me about a palette covered in blue. Tell me about the apple with dead worms inside, trying to crawl out in a last attempt at life, my friend. Tell me about the pavement, all the little cracks, dreams you lost. Tell me your secrets, drain the blood of a pen. A girl that said you were ugly, a boy that punched you in the face and blackened your eye. Tell me about blank paper. Tell me about torn canvas. Tell me about a world of sad little prisons. Tell me about the bells when you die. Tell me about the bells, the song of no one remembering, lyrics of a dead sparrow. Tell me about it. Tell me everything. Tell me about the shifting sun. Tell me about star dust and cars breaking down. Tell me anything you want as long as I can hear. Tell me about red checkers and invisible squares. When the king dies, the horses go free. The drawbridge collapses into the river and the bricks scream a sad word. Spare me no details. Tell me about death when you died. I know you remember. You're trapped in amber, but I see you in the sky even when I don't want to. So tell me anything you need as long as I can hear. I'll hang a bell in the window if you promise to ring. I have 2 pieces left. And this piece is called Strange Sleep. If you find yourself in bed with a stranger you say you love, staring at the ceiling, trying to see yourself in all the little cracks and chipping paint, maybe you've lived just a little anyway. Turn your head to the left and see a map of the world against an uncovered back. While he sleeps, you imagine a world you've never seen, mountains you've never climbed, streets you didn't know existed. Every rise and fall of his chest, the pulse of an ocean, the silence of 2 a.m. possibilities. To move across water, dance with the unbroken, or drown in a hurricane, every bone smashed, fooled by the eye, seer of nothing. If you find yourself in bed with a stranger you say you love, close your eyes, hold your breath. Begin to count, prayer for sleep. Begin to count, prayer for dream. 1, 2, 3. The hands of 2 brown men are positioned just so, feathers resting against a spider's web, delicate yet severe, waiting to grasp a hold of every dream that passes on the other side of an aging bus window. Are a brilliant spectrum of the oddities of time. One is scarred, cracked and broken, dried, wrinkling slowly as if a leaf dancing at the edge of the sun. The other is a fresh coat of paint layered around a fine wooden frame, a house newly built, waiting for memories and unborn stories to fill its every hallway, its every vein. Each hand has its destination, yet both manage to find each other, to exchange information, knowledge, talk to one another about what happens when fingers break and nails are torn, palms are rusted and joints turn to ash. How to let go of a metal handle if it burns, tear a piece of paper if it cuts, hold tightly to a puddle of lukewarm water. 2 brown hands on a bus exchange information, silently plan a revolution, crack knuckles and tap a rhythm no one will understand. One will pull the cord, the other will wave a small goodbye.